So we bought a few books.
Let's talk about them.
Welcome back to Fireside Library. My name is Justin.
And I'm Adele. And this week we're going to talk about all the books that we just purchased. Recently we've been putting together our library and our new bookshelves. And as we were organizing and getting all of our books ready to put on there, I realized that I'm missing like book 2 in the Game of Thrones series, and they're all like torn up. And I'm like, I want to get a good collection of them, have all of the books. So I looked online to get them and realized they were on sale. And then
A lot of books were on sale.
a lot of books were on sale. So
Yeah, we went a little overboard, but some of these we've already read. A lot of these I haven't read.
yeah.
But yeah, let's get into what we've gotten. I can start. First thing I got was the Joe Abercrombie collection, I guess. It has the First Law trilogy, which I have already read. The one I currently had was like the colorful American cover. I wanted a set that was more matching, so I bought a 6-pack bundle that included the First Law trilogy and then 3 of the standalones. Best Served Cold, The Heroes, and Red Country, which I have not read yet. So I've read half of these, haven't read the other half, but I've heard that the standalones are some of his best work, so hopefully I can get into those soon.
Is it in the same world?
It is set in the same world, yeah. Same world. It follows, I think, some of the same characters in some of them. But yeah, it's all set in the First Law world, so I'm excited to dive back into that.
And then, like I said, the thing that sparked all of this was Game of Thrones. So we bought just this leather-bound set of the first 5 books. They're just a basic color, I think. I don't think there's anything on them. Oh, just like the name on the front. The text is pretty small in these, which I didn't realize. But it'll be nice to have just a good copy of them. Have all of the books.
I'll probably,
that
honestly, I haven't read Game of Thrones yet. So I'll probably, honestly, read the ones we have. Because those just seem like kind of a pain to read. They're
But I don't have
a little
all of them.
small. Yeah, the ones we're missing, I'm going to have to read these. But the ones we do have, I'll probably read the bigger versions.
Yeah. But I've always seen these like at Barnes & Noble and stuff. I always wanted them. I'm like, I don't need them. I have all the books. But now that we have a nice way to display all of our books, I want to get ones that look nice. So that was this one.
Okay. Next set of stuff for me, I've said it in both of our previous videos, I'm pretty sure. But Name of the Wind is my favorite book of all time. So we got a cool looking cover. I had the 2 original just paperback mass market, and someone spilled water on one of them. But she replaced it with this really cool hardcover version, which is definitely an upgrade. So excited to have that. And then along with that, we got The Wise Man's Fear, book 2, also in hardback to match.
Which I still need to read.
Yeah, you still haven't read the second one.
How does that one compare to the first one?
It's not as good. I didn't like it as much. It's still good. I still really like it. It's the same prose. It's, just his really good writing. It's good. I enjoyed it. I think the first one, that's kind of what got me into reading also. So I kind of have a little bit of bias, but they were both good, I thought. And then I've also read his little short stories, The Narrow Road Between Desires and The Slow Regard of Silent Things. But I didn't have them, so we got the little mini hardbacks to match all of that. Very excited to have all of the Patrick Rothfuss finally in our collection.
Next set that we got is this really cool edition of the first 3 in the Red Rising series. We have, again, like the first book, but it's just like the basic one, and I think it got crumpled in a bag after I bought it, so it looks bad. And these are just really cool. Do they have the other ones like the other rest of the series like this?
I'm not sure. I think they do.
Okay.
They don't look like the art on them is a little different, but yeah, I think they have. It's Juniper Books is who makes them.
And the inside is just with that on the side, black cover. Neither of us have read this yet.
Yeah, I'm excited to dive into it. I really want to start Red Rising, and I really want to start Sun Eater. I think those are the 2 series, like sci-fi series I want to start the most.
Yeah. These are pretty cool.
Yeah, but those are super cool. We couldn't pass them up. Next for me, I've slowly started discovering sci-fi, and I've heard one of the best books is Children of Time by Adrian Tchaikovsky. I don't know much about it. I know ratings are really high, and I know it's something about spiders in space.
Chris.
Yeah, so I picked this up. It was on sale as well. And one day I'll get around to reading it when I find the time. There's so many books I want to read that I don't know when exactly I'm going to get started with any of these, but I'll slowly work my way through them all.
That's the problem. You keep reading, but then you find more books, and it just never ends.
Yep.
I've been trying to read every book my whole life.
You just never catch up.
Never catch up. The next group of books that we got is the All Souls trilogy by Deborah Harkness. And then these are 2 books that didn't come in the set, but they're still part of the series. I love these books. I've listened to all of them. It's one of my top series. It's about a witch and a vampire. They fall in love. They're not supposed to be in love because there's laws against creatures intermingling. So there's a bunch of drama with that happening, but there's a lot of cool aspects of how the magic works, and there's time travel. The main character, she's a historian, so there's a lot of like actual historical figures in the book, and she researches alchemy, so there's a lot of like science kind of and magic mixed in. So it's just a cool mix of all those things that I like, and it's just a fun story. So
Yeah, this is one of your favorite series, isn't it?
It's become one of my top series, not of all time, but it's up there. So I wanted to have an actual physical copies of them because I'll probably reread them at some point. So that's those.
Cool. Next for me, don't really know much about this book. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I've heard some so-so things about it. It's The Black Tongue Thief by Christopher Buehlman. I'm very excited to get into some of his work. I also have Between Two Fires that I really want to read. I'm probably going to save that for October. I know it's
like a spooky book.
It's kind of like a medieval horror type book. This one, I've heard a couple people say it's basically like, it's not lit RPG, but there's a lot of like D&D elements to this, which, big fan of D&D. So I'm excited to get into this. I'm also a fan of not really knowing much when I get into books.
Yeah.
Another one is same thing by Guy Gavriel Kay, The Lions of Al-Rasan.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. I've heard Guy Gavriel Kay has some really good stuff. Lions of Al-Rasan is one that I've heard a lot of people mention. Don't know much about it.
Is it fantasy?
It
Sci-fi?
is, I think. I'm pretty sure it's fantasy. But yeah, I'm excited to dive into both of these. I like kind of going into a book without any expectations and not really knowing much about it and just like exploring the world on my own. So really excited to dive into those 2.
Speaking of lit RPG, as everyone knows, this is my current obsession. So I wanted to start getting the physical copies of them because I've only listened to the audio versions, but because I'm so obsessed with it, I need to have the physical copies of them as well. So we just got the first one so far. I'm sure we'll be getting the rest of them soon. I think the inside just has the little quote, "You will not break me."
I finally started it.
Yes.
I think I'm like 10, maybe 12 chapters in. Loving it so far. Knew I would. But yeah, I'll be working my way through those.
That's great. This is going to be a Dungeon Crawler Carl fan page.
Next for me, let's go with another one I don't know much about. We Are the Dead by Mike Shackle. It's the first book in a trilogy, I believe, in the Last War trilogy. I think it's grimdark. Pretty sure it's grimdark. Don't know much about it other than that. After reading the First Law trilogy, I looked up a couple other grimdark ones, and this one popped up. So don't know much about it, but I've heard it's good. I'm excited to dive into that one. And then one I forgot to mention earlier with the Rothfuss stuff, The Last Unicorn by Peter S. Beagle. Rothfuss has said that his favorite author is Peter S. Beagle. Or not his favorite author, but his favorite book is The Last Unicorn. So I'm excited to dive in. I've heard a few people say that they can see his prose, like some of the inspiration comes from this, and you can kind of see that. So I'm excited to read this. It's a quick little book. It's only, I don't know, 290 pages, but big margins, pretty big font. So it should be a quick read.
And then last book I have, we didn't get this during the sale, but I got it in person because of when it came out, which is Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil by V.E. Schwab, who I love a lot. She's another author where pretty much if she writes a book, I'm probably going to read it.
Yeah.
She wrote the Darker Shade of Magic series, which is really, really good. There's that duology, it's Vicious and Vengeful.
I think that's right.
Which is more kind of like, not sci-fi, but a little bit like darker, not like a traditional fantasy. It's about these two college friends that figure out a way to get extra human abilities, and other people are able to also do this, and it becomes them finding these other people, and this rivalry comes up between the two main characters, and they're just really entertaining. I think you'd like it a lot.
Really?
Yeah. This book, nothing like that. This is about toxic lesbian vampires, which I didn't know what to expect with this, but I really loved this book. Really? I finished it in like 2 days maybe. I just couldn't put it down. It follows 3 different perspectives of vampires kind of throughout time and how kind of their stories connect, but it's really good.
Yeah. Yeah, you read it very quick.
I liked it a lot.
I have a couple more. I got Guards by Terry Pratchett. I've never read a Terry Pratchett book. I do have Mort. Mm-hmm. We have Mort here. But some of the stuff I read said Guards was a better starting place. I think all of his books are in his world, but I think he has separate little like subsections.
Discworld.
In Discworld. And this is like the Guard subsection, and this is book 1. Very excited to dive into Terry Pratchett. I've heard a lot of his books are good, and I've heard some are kind of like hit or miss.
Yeah.
So this is one of the ones that I've only heard good things about. Mm-hmm. So that's probably where I'll start with him rather than Mort.
Yeah. And
go into Mort a little later. And then I also got, same time you bought Bury Our Bones in the Midnight Soil, I bought Drop of Corruption, the sequel to The Tainted Cup. This book, I loved the first one. I think I gave it 4.5 stars. And I've heard that this one's actually better from a few people. So I'm excited to get into this one and pick up that story. I think it's a completely separate mystery. Mm-hmm. I think it's in a different part of the world. Okay. But the world is really cool, and yeah, very excited for that. And then the last one I got, the last and final book, it actually came in the mail yesterday. Mm-hmm. I got Boy's Life from Robert McCammon. I've heard this is just a really good summer read. Again, don't really know much about it. It's kind of out of my realm. I don't read much that's not fantasy. Mm-hmm. I did read The Devil All the Time. That was my first kind of venture out of fantasy. So really enjoyed that book. And yeah, I don't know much about this.
What made you pick it up?
Honestly, I saw Thomas R. Howell, his video on this book. We have a lot of the same taste. His favorite book is Name of the Wind. He actually is why I picked up The Black Tongue Thief as well. I love his channel. We'll put it in the description if you haven't heard of him. He's great. His videos are incredible. But this, he read an excerpt from it, and the prose sounded incredible. It sounded, I don't want to say like Rothfuss, but like the same flowy, like just smooth, easy to read kind of prose. And he actually said that it might top Name of the Wind for his favorite book. So that is the main reason I picked that up. I'm excited to start that. I'm reading the Murderbot Diaries right now. I think this is the next big book I'll jump into.
Mm-hmm. I'll probably read it too, just from that excerpt that he read.
Yeah, I think I'd probably like it. You need to check out the video because he read an excerpt and it's incredible. I mean, the editing on all of his videos is really good. But yeah, he read it and was playing clips of him as a kid, and it like had some music, and it was it was incredible. So, Boy's Life, Robert McCammon. Robert McCammon. Excited to get into that.
Well, I think that's all of them.
It is. Let us know. We haven't read some of these. Mm-hmm. Let us know if there's any you guys have read that are really good. Things we should move up our TBR. Things we should maybe just have on our shelves as paperweights if we shouldn't read them. But yeah, let us know in the comments. We love engaging with you guys and getting new opinions and ideas on books. And yeah, Dungeon Crawler Carl, it's great. If you haven't read it, I highly recommend. Actually, listen to it. The audiobook is is really good.
It's all I want to talk about. I just started the 7th one, which is the last one out for now, which I'm sad about because the next one doesn't come out till next year, I think in November. So I'm going to be real sad for about a year and a few months.
Thank you so much for watching. Next week we should be back in our library. We're not in there today because painted it. It's a little fumey, but next week we should definitely be back in there. Hopefully the shelves are fully set up.
Hopefully.
But
we'll see.
until next time.
Bye.
Bye.